Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back to the 2025 LOTRO Marathon in the fall fundraising campaign for Signum University. My name is Corey Olsen, the Tolkien professor. Today, I am joined by Wigand. Wigand is my very first alt I ever made, the first character I ever created in LOTRO. He's a guardian. Any of you who have watched my annual marathons before will be familiar with Wigand. This is the one that I run. So just to explain to everybody exactly sort of how this works and how I have been kind of like the philosophy of what I'm doing here today. I'm doing two things here today. The first thing that I'm doing today is I am playing through the epic line. So Wigand is a guardian, and Wigand is playing through. He's just kind of dashing through the epic line. I'm always having to boost his XP and everything to try to keep him up with levels, because I don't do enough side quests and stuff to keep him properly leveled. So I'm always chasing a little bit with Wigand, but it's okay. He's a guardian. He can take it. And anyway, so the idea here, my primary interest, of course, what I love most about LOTRO is what a thoughtful, thorough, so voluminous now, and always really, really interesting adaptation it is of Tolkien's work. And so I am especially interested in looking at the way that LOTRO handles adaptation of Tolkien's story. So I am doing a fairly thorough exploration, I should say, of LOTRO's storylines with the two different characters that I stream. One, of course, is Grifflet. On Friday afternoons, I have a little hobbit burglar named Grifflet, and he is going through all of the quests. I'm being a quest completionist there. And I was fairly thorough in my questing in the early days of Grifflet, and I shifted to being a complete completionist, quest completionist, not deed completionist. When I got to, I think it was in Dunland that inspired me, the Dunland storyline that inspired me to become a real quest completionist. And ever since then, he just finished Mordor yesterday, so that's been a lot of fun. But, you don't get very quickly through the story of LOTRO. And what I found over the years is that as I was going through the storyline with Grifflet, the game was getting further and further ahead of me, right? As they can build it way faster than I can play it. So what I began doing a few years back is running Wigand along the epic line, so that I'm not getting all of the stories. I know many of you today are going to bring up, like, I'm going to be going through stuff and you're like, oh, that side quest is so cool. And I'm going to be like, that's great. I'm not doing it. So I'm going to be saying no a lot today to my own temptation to pursue other storylines. I may discuss them a little bit, perhaps, as they come up, but I'm not going to pursue them. I'm going to be staying on the epic line so that I can just sort of consume as much of. I'm getting a taste of the major arc of the story, and attempting, which, again, I generally fail at, to try to keep up with the pace. As you can see, I'm coming to Gundabad today. So as those of you who know the game well will see that I am Wigand is currently standing in the Wells of Langflood. That's the northern Anduin Vale, and he is preparing. The primary thing I'm going to be doing today is going through Gundabad. I have never played Gundabad before. That's the other fun thing about my Wigand streams, about these marathons, is that you will be seeing me. I will be experiencing the story for the first. I know literally nothing about the Gundabad story. I have assiduously avoided spoilers. I have no idea what happens. I think I can actually, I know literally nothing about the storyline. Okay, no. Because of the quests that pop up, I have a vague idea that there's a war on, right? Like, there's going to be a war, because I keep getting pop-up quests saying that the war effort needs my help. But apart from that's the only thing that I know about this. And yes, Far Down Withy Windle, so glad you could be with us here on Twitch today. It is true that normally I am streaming in what is the middle of the night over there in Whitby. By the way, I love Whitby. Whitby is one of my very favorite towns in all of the UK. I got to visit Whitby last year. Loved it. I was so excited to go to Whitby. I had such a great day there, and I discovered flapjacks in Whitby, which I'd never had before. Oh man, changed my life. Anyway, so anyway, just that's a kind of an overview of what's going on. Meanwhile, Wigan is getting attacked by a badger, which happens. It's this is, also me trying to remember how to Guardian. But anyway, yes, Far Down Withy Window. Actually, my wife, I'm the cook in our family. My wife is the baker in our family. And she has pretty much perfected, I think, flapjacks since then. She was with me in Whitby. She doesn't love them like I do, but because they normally have chocolate in them, which is kind of her qualification, but she makes them for me, and I'm always very grateful when she does. She does a really great job, though we have to import the golden syrup at great expense, but it's worth it. Far Down Withy Window. Anyway, yes, I'm so glad. Yes, Eldred, I'm so glad to be able to be with our European friends. One of the fun things about the marathon is that I'm streaming all day, so I can be in touch with folks all over the place. So anyway, let's so remember, Wigan is going to be running the epic line. I'm going to get as far as I can in the epic line. My minimum goal for the day is I want to get through the Azanul interlude. So at least I don't even really know how long it's going to take me. So I have very little way of judging, accurately estimating, how long it's going to take me to get through the chapters. I'm in chapter 2.5 right now, is where I finished up at the last marathon. I'm definitely going to go through the Azanul interlude. I've heard of that, and I'm really excited to see that today. And we'll see. My hope is to be able to get substantially past that, but even just doing the quest line, it's a lot. And yes, Bree Crossroads, that is Limlock that you see up behind me. That's where I'm beginning. Really at the beginning of the Wells of Langflood section of the epics. Okay, so this is, and again, remember, I've never seen any of this, so no spoilers. Don't tell me in advance. Don't warn me about things. I want to be discovering things as I go, but I'll be talking about that. If you have other Tolkien topics that you would like to discuss, we can do that. But I mentioned I was doing two things today. One, of course, is running Wigan on the epic line. The other thing, of course, that I'm doing today is celebrating our fall fundraising campaign for Signum University. Signum University, as many of you know, is dedicated to sharing joy with people and creating a community where people from everywhere can come and have learning opportunities to enrich their lives through opportunities to learn and pursue their passions in ways that just weren't really possible, and which almost nobody else makes available to people in the way that Signum is committed to doing. We are committed to sharing the joy that we find in Tolkien, languages, medieval stuff with everybody. And that, of course, is something that we're going to be expanding continually as we move forward. And I might even be talking a little bit about that as we go today. As part of my celebrating of our fall fundraising campaign, we're going to be doing giveaways throughout the day, and I'm going to be giving away. I'm going to be doing some LOTRO points giveaways, and I'm also going to be doing some Signum stuff giveaways. Going to be giving away things so that you can get free access to, I'm going to be, doing drawings for some free stuff, access to Signum's programming and such. So I hope that you will hang out, stick with me today, and we will do some giveaways. And in addition, of course, we're also raising money to support Signum University, because this part of the year is so important for us. We absolutely rely upon the generosity of our people, of our community. Signum University has been committed to the beginning to keeping prices accessible, to keeping the price of education where people can afford to have it. Cheaper even than in places like Europe, where higher education is under heavy government subsidies. But I happen to know it is still not nearly as cheap as it is at Signum University. And the only reason that we can charge so little for what we offer to people is that we cover a great deal of our expenses through our annual fund, which is 100% supported by generous people like you, who enjoy my broadcasts, who enjoy our classes, who enjoy our stuff, and want to be a part of that, want to be a part of sharing joy with other people, because that's what giving to Signum University means, that you are part of that team, that if you take joy in what Signum does, if Signum has helped to bring you joy, then share that joy with other people. And that's what our fundraising campaign is all about. My goal today, I want to see if we can raise $5,000. I want to raise at least $2,500 today, $5,000 if we can, for our Signum fundraising campaign. Go to signumuniversity.org/donate, and that will take you to our donation page. I think that there's a Twitch link for that somewhere. But yes, signumuniversity.org/donate will bring you there as well. All right. Excellent. And I'm delighted to say we're off to a good start. We've already raised $1,000 this today. That was quick work. Thank you so much for your generous gift. All right. Let us get going. Wigan is getting impatient. So let's get moving here. All right. Oh, hey, Sam. I didn't see you come in there before. Always great to be streaming at a time, Sam, when you can join me. All right, so I'm here with Venko, Emak, and Glowen, of course. This is in the, they came with me from the Grey Mountains. I have to admit, it's been like a year, and it's been fully a year, and I'm not really remembering what we're doing here, Venko. Venko looks out upon the Bjorning village of Limlock. The obvious question on his lips, where is the raiding party? Right, we discovered evidence. So we're pursuing a raiding party. That's why we're here. Okay. Yes. It traveled south from the ruins of Fromsburg. Where has it now gone? Okay. All right. I'll pick it up more as we go through.
There lies the village, but it seems peaceful.
We know the raiding party came this way, but where has it gone?
Do you remember the metal badge you found?
All right, Wigan has gained his first level by clicking on the guy. That was easy. All right. I have a question, actually, for you guys. All right. He's at 129 now, and these are, this is what... It's a 130 quest, so yeah, he's pretty close. Do you remember the metal badge marked with the thundercloud symbol? No, but it'll come back to me. The one you found among the ruins of Fromsburg that the orcs must have dropped. Okay, all right, vague memories of that now. Glowen showed it to me while we journeyed south. I do not know about you, Wigan, but I do not generally think thunderclouds are known for being stealthy. No, Thrugord's fellows. Thrugord. Okay. All right, I can do that. Thrugord's fellows are around here somewhere. That they have not shown themselves reveals a more worrying purpose than I believe they could possess. If they are not mere pillagers, what are they? We should go down into the town. It's up, actually, into the town, but that's okay. Is it too much to hope that they have already turned aside these raiders? We'll see. Also, Wigan has like a whole bunch of... oh, hang on, what is this? It's essence box I can't open. I have a bunch of level 130 gear that I can't wear yet. Oh, so oh man, you got to be kidding me! Not that I'm having this. I get this game glitch, and I don't know what causes it. And I'm starting off with it today. Well, anyway, okay. So I know what to do about the fall festival quest, but here's my question. So for like years now, I've been ignoring these quests every time they've popped up, and they've popped up like dozens of times. The war effort needs you, because I'm like, oh yeah, it's a Gundabad thing. It's not for me yet. Do I need to? Should I take this quest? Do I need it? Like, am I going to need this? Is this? No, I don't need this. So I just carry on to go. Is this like what even is this? Is this? It's optional. It says, which means that I'm probably not going to do it. This is just it's dailies. Okay, dailies and rep. Okay. Okay. That's fine. Then I'll carry on declining them. And that's the same thing with this, the mission recruiters. Okay. Quick and XP. All right. Okay, so it's like just dailies for grinding XP and such. Okay. All right.
Why has this raiding party not shown itself?
I know, we've been standing here for like a year. Perhaps the villagers have seen something of use to us. Okay, so this is the glitch. And I don't know why it's happening. And it seems to come and go, so I have a feeling it's connected to some kind of like key I accidentally hit or something. But what happens is, when I left click my mouse, like even on a button, a dialogue button, it just makes my character walk forward and keep walking. Like I just left click and it makes my character keep walking. It's not a mouse problem. It's not a mechanical problem. This is a game issue, and it only happens. It only happens in this game, and it only happens occasionally. So I have no idea. I'm in some kind of mode or something. I don't know. But it's really vexing when it happens.
I do not like that this raiding party has not shown itself. No, I do not like it at all.
Oh, I understand. They should really reveal themselves like, you know, honorable raiders. There it is. Well, let's try to do as little of cooking as I can. We will speak to the chieftain and learn what he knows of the raiding party. For there to be no sign of it, given the dying words of Thrugord, seems most peculiar to me. Okay. We're walking. Oh, nothing out of the ordinary. Mighty orcs have turned aside. Seems unlikely to me. What brings you to Limlock, strangers? We have enough dwarves here, do you? Have you seen a raiding party of orcs? I have. We ate them. He doesn't actually say that. What happened to it? Says Glowin. My people killed them. See, I told you. To the last orc, as we always do. The raiding party is defeated. You know, they mess with the wrong bears. Then our errand here is finished. Well, that was easy. We need not travel together any longer. Those are welcome tidings. Okay, Mock. I am pleased to speed you on your way. Oh, a spear wife. Nice. Wait, Runerick. When did your people defeat this raiding party? Perhaps a week ago? Maybe a little longer. I love narrative-heavy instances. That is not the one we seek now. It's not the raiding party we're looking for. We have contended with orcs from Gundabad for many years. But they do not dispatch raiders this frequently. Something must have changed recently, says Glowin. Bah, it is no matter. We will turn this one aside as we have turned aside all the others. Let us at least survey your defenses, Runerick. Do as you like, but I am not afraid of these orcs or any others. Yeah, at first I was like, oh no, they've fallen upon the helpless villagers. Then I'm like, oh wait, they're Bjornings. These orcs seem more crafty than others I have seen, says Glowin. Perhaps I worry for nothing, and perhaps not. Let us check the fences. Okay. Examine fences. We're examining fences. Okay. All right. Why is there a milestone in the instance? That is a little disquieting. The cliffs beyond the palisade here should serve as an adequate defense. Yes, it is. Oh, sorry. Not trying to trample your crops, though nobody's ever noticed that I'm trampling crops before. The posts encircling the wall are lower here. We repaired this part of the wall recently. Is there a problem? It is fine. You know those are the best timbers we could find. Dude, I could jump over those. Like, IRL. It's fine. Okay. Let me just keep running around inside the wall. There we go. The wooden palisade appears sturdy enough at this location. There's a bloody great window in this thing. Like, okay. Complaining about the new folk wandering around. Well, it happens when your village becomes a quest destination. Shorter posts were used for the encircling wall behind the barn, and there's another bloody great window in the ruin that they built into the wall. The raiding party of which your friends spoke must have gotten lost, or they decided not to risk the ire of Runerick Notbeard and his people. All right, we'll keep going. Oh, a waterfall beyond the wall. A natural defense? We are no strangers to fighting with orcs. Do not worry about us. My sister speaks true. Orc slaying is our favorite hobby. Yeah, sure. I believe you. Okay, talk to Runerick Notbeard outside his house, which I bet is up the hill. Yes, it is. All right. Man. Hey, I think I fixed it. I think it's when I hit X. What is X bonded to by default? Isn't that some kind of like tracking mode or something? Wait a second, I'm gonna fix this right now. Where is that? What is that thing called? What X is? Mouse lock mode? That's what it... Mouse look mode? How do I... Where do I... Yeah. What do they call it? How do I, let's see, key mapping. Where's X? I think that's the problem. I've been looking for this problem. This is already a hugely successful marathon if I've just started off by discovering how to keep this stupid thing from happening. Toggle target lock-on mode. Uh-huh. It says it's not on anything, but it still is totally doing it. Anyway, if I know, I just have to hit X again, because of course X is right next to S, which I use quite frequently. Excellent. Wonderful. How wonderful. Thank you, Zach. We got another donation. We're now at $12.50 donations for the day. We're halfway to my initial goal of 2,500 and hoping for 5,000 over the course of the day. All right. Let's start off with a giveaway. Since we're already here in Limlock and we're already working with Runerick Knotbeard on following the raiding party of orcs, which I've totally not forgotten about. Let's do giveaway. Let's start with a Signum giveaway. What I want to do is I want to give away a space token. So for those of you who don't know, our space program is our continuing education program. It is super fun. We do two different things within our space program. We do monthly modules. These are small group classes that meet like twice a week. They as I say, they last for a month on all kinds of topics, all kinds of languages, fantasy literature, medieval stuff, Norse stuff, which I'm thinking of being here with the Bjornings. And Tolkien stuff, of course. And then you can also use your space token for a tutorial. And how our tutorial program works is if there's a project that you're working on, you can have a one-on-one tutorial. You can get like for a token, you can get a month of one-on-one tutorials with one of our faculty members. So maybe you're working on writing something. Creative writing or scholarly writing is a project you want to do. You're thinking about giving a talk at a conference. Maybe you want to give a paper at a Signum Moot, and you can work with one of our faculty members on it. Really, really fun. Anyway, so for one token, you get a 1 month class or a month of tutorials. So I'm going to give away a Signum space token, and so we're going to do the giveaway. Druid's Fire, why don't we do that with the token keyword? There we go. Very good. So type token in the chat, and you will be entered into our space token giveaway. The base price for our tokens, the value of our tokens, is $175 a piece. And if you win it and you can always give them away. Actually, we can help you to give them to somebody that you think would need them or want them, even if you can't use it right now, and they don't go stale anyway. But okay, cool. While you guys are entering that, let's continue here with our instance. I take it you have seen no sign of this raiding party? How surprising. What is that? What is that smell? Smoke. Fire and smoke. Oh dear. Oh, yeah. Got a little problem down here. Okay. We've got raiding party going on. Go and protect Imak and Venko. Okay. Yoder's spear wife has got that taken care of. Where's Imak? Hey, Imak. I'm supposed to... No? These orcs are canny. They set fires along the outskirts of the village at the same time in order to thin out the defenders. But they did not account for us. Oh, really? Okay. They carry different badges than the one you found at Framsburg. Hey, look, it's somebody else who likes to analyze the you know, the insignia on enemies while in the middle of fighting them. Okay. A little archer over here. Oh. That's right, I remember how to guardian now. Go help the Longbeard and the Jelruka. Okay. Oh, yeah. I guess it's the Jelruka I'm supposed to be helping. Hey, Venko. This attack is better planned than I expected from the orcs. They set fires on opposite sides of the village at the same time, forcing us to split the defenses. I hate to say it, but these orcs may worked better together than we do. What do you think? They did wound one of their own and leave him behind? Okay. We got some archers here. All right. Hey, would you? Seriously. All right. Oh, another one. Go help Imak and Gloin. Okay. They just sent me over to help you. All right. I don't remember very often being in an instance in which an NPC is in the midst of combat like this, and you're supposed to initiate conversation with them. It's kind of fun. Our companions are safe? That's good to hear, my friend. Let us finish off the orcs here, and the village will follow suit. Okay. I totally misunderstood that for a second. These orcs carry thundercloud badges like the one you found at Framsburg. Okay. Oh, this is the... Okay. I'm remembering now how to do this, more or less. Okay. Fight alongside Glowin. Alright, got another archer over here. Okay. What does this get? Breach? Okay. Sure. Oh, look, it's a boss. Yeah, I should probably tank him or something. I should also probably heal myself when I need to. That's something I'm not good at remembering to do. Let him live? Okay, hang on. I care not, he must die for the endangering of my people. He will, my husband. His wounds are grave, and he will not recover from them. Learn what you can from him, Wigand. He does not have long to live. Not with all the bears standing around. I wanted to see if I could see any of his. So those, okay, those bones are strapped. Those teeth are strapped to his arm. Is that a jawbone on his back? It is. He's wearing a jawbone like a backpack. Good. No, I like it. It's like kind of weird but intimidating. I mean, from the front, it kind of looks like, one of those old school pads that like linebackers used to wear that stuck up, like the little squares that stuck up in the back in American football. It looked a little bit like that from the front. Also kind of looks like a backboard. Enjoy the days you have left, for they are few. Not Satug coughs weakly, and blood spreads from his wounds, soaking his armor. The time of the dwarves is nearly ended. The Lord of Gundabad, the Lord of Gundabad. Not Satug closes his eyes, and with his last exhalation, he breathes a name. Gorgar, the Ruthless. Oh, good. I was afraid he wasn't going to get his whole title out. Not Satug perishes, as did through Grod. I didn't see with what. I missed the prepositional phrase. What did he die with? Dignity? Probably not. Did he die with? I'm not sure what he died with. I missed what he died with. Okay. All right. Cool. Yeah, sorry. I should have said that. To folks who are on YouTube, who are watching on YouTube, or on X or Facebook or somewhere else, I'm doing the giveaways through Twitch because Twitch has a fun built-in bot that enables me to do giveaways right in the chat, which is much more convenient and avoids, me having to make calculations and roll dice, and it also avoids me like rolling dice and having an AI bot win. Anyway, last chance. So right now we're doing a giveaway for a token, a space token for the Signum Space program. Either one of our modules or one of our tutorials a token can be used for. So type the word token to enter the drawing, and we will close that drawing in just a minute. Okay. I'm going to try to remember to check my loot, just in case. All right. Emok. Also, so I can gather all the questing items that I'm never going to use, because that's important.
And so, our mission is at an end.
Oh, there we go. Had I known at the outset how little time we would need to spend together before its successful conclusion, I might not have complained so loudly. It is a jest only. You performed admirably during the attack, man. Indeed, Venko and Glowen also proved themselves most able in battle. These folks are fortunate that we were here. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're a real hero. Okay, let's see. What am I getting? Shoulder pads, huh? Let's see. Pauldrons of the Protected Homestead? That sounds like fun. Yes, I have to remind myself that I'm looking for strength-based. Okay. I don't want camels. Sturdy pauldrons. Okay.
But where has the old Longbeard gone?
Does he not wish to celebrate this victory with the rest of us and with the people of the village? Okay. Where's Glowing off to? Oh, hey, there's a stable master Wigan didn't even say hello to, because I didn't actually look around the village
The
before
Vales
the
are under our protection.
I didn't even notice he was saying words at first. Just like rumba rum. I'm sure he said something. Glowin barely notices your approach. What troubles the old dwarf?
I am sorry, my friend. I should celebrate with the others.
For the raiding party is destroyed, and Limlock is safe, but the words of Notsatug as he lay dying have embedded themselves in my heart like a knife. The name he spoke is known to me, for his lineage is long and cruel, and has troubled Durin's folk for all the years of my life. I spoke to you of Azog, who led the orcs against us during the Great Orc War, and perished beneath Dayan's heel at Azanulbazar. A son he had, Bolg, who commanded the orcs at the Battle of Five Armies. Bolg died before the Lonely Mountain, but his line did not end there. 2 were the sons of Bolg. One was named Gorgar, and if the words of Notsatug can be trusted, he calls himself now the Lord of Gundabad. Bolg's other son was Mazog Wigan, the same Mazog who is slain by my old companion Boffer's grandson Browan, wielding the mithril axe Zigilberg. I remember that from the Moria questline. This new Lord of Gundabad possesses no shortage of grievance against the dwarves, but the death of his brother Mazog can only fuel that most powerful of desires, a thirst for blood and vengeance. Son of Bolg. Okay. All right. I really did like the Mazog storyline. That whole Moria line with the Iron Garrison and Mazog and everything, that was really fun. Runerick looks pleased with himself and with the bravery of his folk. As well he should. All right. Okay, Runerick, what do you say? Okay, let's actually, before we do this, let's go ahead and close the giveaway. Druid's Fire, if you could. Druid's Fire is, as always, is helping me out here today. All right. Congratulations, JJ. There you go. JJ is our first winner. Excellent. Very good. All right, Runerick.
Why do your companions wear these solemn expressions?
Nothing has changed. Orcs have long been a threat by the wells of Langflood, and this is not the first raiding party whose blood has watered the ground near Limlock. A new orc lord in Gundabad means little to me or my people. Should he send another batch of raiders, they too will be slain. I do not see why this need be any different.
I think Runerick is twice wrong about this.
Something about this new lord of Gundabad smells wrong to me, and my nose is never wrong. Second, he says his people will simply stand against whatever raiders come his way. I say he is wrong. Without our assistance, Limlock would be a smoking ruin by now, and he had best not forget it. Dude, I kind of think they probably had it, but, you know. I'm not saying he didn't contribute, Emok and such, but... I understand Runerick's position, for orcs have always threatened his lands, and he sees no difference here. Would you ask me to be newly afraid of the worms and drakes of the Grey Mountains, or would I respond as he does? I have made up my mind, Wigand. Gorgar the Ruthless prepares for war. Whether he is motivated by vengeance or by traditional orcish hatred does not matter. It cannot matter. Whatever his reasons, this new lord of Gundabad must be stopped before he is ready to strike. I will send messages back to Durin at Skarhald and to King Thorin at the Lonely Mountain. We cannot wait for Gorgar to attack. We must assemble our armies before he is made ready. Durin was right, Wicked. We must take Gundabad from its new master. It is no longer a mere dream. It is now a matter of survival. The story continues in future updates, huh? Chapter 3. Okay. By the way, I had no idea what I was doing when I stopped the last marathon, because I'm pretty sure I stopped because I was falling asleep. But this was a perfect starting place. I mean, like, this feels like the perfect and organic beginning of the Gundabad storyline. Love it. I mean, I know the beginning is when we first started chasing the raiders and stuff, but this is a great starter. Okay. Chapter 3. Here we go. I'm troubled by this news that Gorgar, brother of Mazog, now rules in Gundabad, but do not mistake me. I do not fear him. The line from which he springs has long troubled Durin's folk, but have we not laughed last in every case? We are not unprepared to deal with Gorgar, now that we know we must. We must send messages to Durin in Skarhald and to King Thorin at the Lonely Mountain, warning them of Gundabad's new leader. It is for this very purpose that I brought messenger ravens with me on this journey, Wiggend, though I did not guess at the content of the messages they must needs bear. They needs must bear, indeed. Will you ask Runerick for some parchment upon which I can write these messages of warning? I brought the birds, it is true, but I seem to have left my papers behind. Where do you have the birds in your pocket? Also, can't isn't that the cool thing about using the ravens, Glowin? Can't they just tell them you need papers?
I do not understand why your friend is so concerned about the one called Gorgar the Ruthless.
One orc is much the same as any other, in my experience and that of my kind. But I can spare some parchment. I'm trying not to make his voice quite as inarticulate as he does. But I can spare some parchment for him to write the frightened warnings he wants to send back home. There is a box of paper near the task board, and my people use its contents to post requests and other messages on the board. You can give him some parchment from that box if you must. Okay. You know, I would have thought the Bjornings actually, would have more of an oral culture message board. Let's see what's over here. Oh, no. That's just one of those quest rings I'm meant to ignore. Okay. Over by the message board, box of parchment. Finding parchment. You remove suitable papers from the box, leaving some for the folk of Limlock. Okay. Good. Level 129 Guardian, running errands. Oh, hang on. In the center of Limlock. Okay, just ran past him, in fact. Oh, there you go. You took that cage of ravens out of your pocket. Glowin has attracted some attention while he readies his ravens. Oh yeah, Vidar here is a fan.
Ah, these will do nicely. Thank you.
I need to decide how to phrase this message and then copy it onto each of these papers. Glowin looks up with barely disguised irritation. I need to concentrate, and this child has peppered me with questions ever since I began. Yes, I told you once. This one is Vaka, that one is Telja. Their names mean vigilant and cutter, if you must know. Glowin masters his tone and speaks again to you. And this one here is Hyala, which means chatter, and I dare say he and this Bjorning child have much in common. Can you keep this child entertained while I prepare these messages? I need to think, and these constant questions are not helping. Yeah, okay. Great. Hey, Megan, babysitting, it's fine. It's fine. It's a noble quest. Do they fly very high? How do they know where to go? What's the farthest they've ever flown before? Vidar pauses for air, and you manage to interject a question. The child considers it briefly. Have I any chores that need doing? Well, yes, I suppose. I am nearly a man grown after all, and Mother says it is my job to scout outside Limlock once a week. I will go do that now if you will let her know. You have already met her, yes? Her name is Irsa. Okay, I'm leaving now, but I want to learn more about the ravens when I get back. Glowin grunts without commitment. Okay. Where did Irsa go? Agatur the Boastful? Is another dwarf? More dwarves showed up? Huh. Okay. So I'm looking for Irsa the Spearwife. Is she up by the house? No. Oh, there she is. By the mailbox.
I told Vidar that as he grows into a man, he must shoulder further duties around the village.
That includes scouting the wilderness outside Limlock, but I did not expect him to choose to do so immediately after an attack by an orc raiding party. He has always been a bold boy. I should have expected it after all, but you can ease a mother's worries by finding him on his patrol and ensuring he does not run into harm. Sorry, that was an interrogative. Perhaps you can... asked interrogatively. Got it. I'm following with you. You know, I'm just trying to pick up the local idiom. There are 3 places he enjoys to scout, to the southeast, south, and southwest of the village. Look for him at one of these locations and safeguard Vidar, and I will remember your good-hearted assistance. I will also keep him out from under... It will also keep him out from underfoot your... Keep him out from underfoot your dwarves. That's okay. I think that English is not her first language. It's fine. She... Which I know they will appreciate. Vidar always has so many questions. Okay. Yes, Captain Thunderheart, I see you. I see you. Okay. Sorry, I'm so used to playing my burglar. I was just about to go into stealth mode to avoid all the mobs. But then I remembered I'm, in fact, not doing that. Okay. Instead, I would rather avoid the... Huh. Okay, we gotta go down and cross the river. Looks like across the road. Let's go back to the road. Okay. Oh, Badger's still around. Briefly. Okay. All right. I don't remember that white square when I activated that skill. Is that new? What does this skill even do? Your connection to the light manifests beneath your feet, marking targets within the light, making them susceptible to your debuffs. Okay. Debuff. Always looks like a French phrase. I'm like, what about the beef? Okay. Creates a hotspot. Does damage. Okay. Okay. See, Captain Thunderheart, one thing about being heckled by you is that I can just ignore you, and then in posterity, no one will even know you were here. So, you know, it's like a magic power. Okay, all right. up along this bank for the first spot. I have to admit, not a huge fan of scouting to locations, but we'll see how we do. All right, uphill a little more here. At least Wigand is not as bad at, protecting an escort quest as his burglarious cousin. All right, we're getting close. Oh, there he is. The bear cub snorts in your direction, but you cannot guess its meaning. Is this Vidar? You hope so, both for your sake and his. All right. All right, Horrid. Did I just guess right, or is he going to be at every spot? Oh, that's brutal assault, huh? Yep, I totally remember how to do these skills. Okay, the bear cub hurries away in triumph, presumably to the next spot that I'm supposed to go to. Okay. Yes. Fingon is pouring one out for the poor walking tree. Yes. Yes, the checkered beginning of Grifflet's career. What was that one? Seriously, it was like... That had to be in the first, month of my stream 10 years ago. Yes. I was remembering brutal... Oh, okay, no. Good. I can go back. Unfortunately... Oh, good. I was going to say, unfortunately, I can't jump off cliffs like I can on my burglar. Whoa, running into trees, It's all good. Gonna make it. Gonna make it. Okay. Yep. Found him. Ursa Spearwife.
Vidar returned and spoke of your prowess.
Thank you for keeping an eye on him. You were relieved to learn that the bear cub was Ursa's son Vidar after all. On the journey back to Limlock, you had not been entirely certain. Your friends have gathered behind the lodge to release the messenger ravens. You should join them. Okay. Behind the where? Oh, behind the house? Okay. Behind Runrick and Ursa's lodge. Got it. Okay. It was the reference to the lodge that I was a little uncertain about. The dwarves have gathered to watch Glowin release the ravens.
Are they ready or not? What is the delay?
He's waiting for Vidar to come back. Oh, bye, ravens. Sorry, yeah, I better mithril coin from here. It's a long walk all the way back over here.
The ravens have been sent.
Fine, fine. Runrick's brows crease with a new thought. I should have read the messages before your dwarf friend released the ravens. He has not called an entire company of dwarves here, has he? Well...
They have been more than welcoming, up to this point.
But if a whole troop of dwarfs comes to Limlock...
Runarik's further complaint is halted by the sound of sudden commotion behind the lodge.
What is that noise? Your companions do not sound pleased about something, Wigand.
Okay. Oh, what am I getting at? Oh, okay. Some new armor. Which I can't wear. That's fine. Oh, hang on. I am so prepared with XP boosts today. It's gonna be awesome. All right. Actually, let me. Where's the Hang on, let me do my perks first. Don't I get a few of these to begin with? Use? There we go. Yeah, I'm going to use those first. I almost always forget those. Okay. Oh wait, Captain Thunderheart, what are you suggesting? You said something like relevant? That does take me aback, I have to admit. I don't even know how to handle that.
Oh no!
What is this? Vengo's kicking the ground. Chloe's freaking out. What's going on? Of course, I see. You see, we're looking out at. We're looking out at the White Horse, which is great. I love that. I have seen the landscape around here. I was saying that these are quests that I've never done, but I did explore this region in Lineflood during our field trips in exploring the Lord of the Rings a while back, about a year ago or something like that. So I did see the White Horse, which is really cool.
We have a problem.
As my ravens flew above the white mare on their errand, arrows sped from the ground and brought them down. I do not know if any of my birds survived this assault, or if any of the messages will reach their destinations. Go to the white mare north of here and recover the fallen ravens. We must know which of them did not escape the orcish volley.
Okay. Retrieve the injured message ravens from the white mare. Let's go down this way. Who's attacking me? A stalker, huh? All right. Okay, so I'm trying to get over there. So the walking tree was in my 5th Grifflet stream ever, huh? And I'm not going to be able to get up there from down here. Well, that might work. All right, let's see. Yeah, this is the right place. Okay, now I'm looking for ravens. Right, here's the white mare. There's a bat, improbably. Ah, found one. Injured Vaca. Gently picking up and putting her into my pocket. Vaca lives, but has lost several feathers and a lot of blood. I love the horse on the map. Really nice. It's really the best view of it, is on the mini-map. Okay. Injured Hyala. I'm surprised I'm not getting attacked. I expected to be attacked. Hyala's wing is broken, pierced by an arrow. That's going to leave a mark. Talk to Venko at the northwestern point of the White Mare. Okay, is he going to send me back to kill these archers, I bet? I'm suspecting some grim vengeance. Oh, here they are. Okay. Yes, I do have to remember I'm under level, so I can get injured here.
We are being watched. No, not by orcs.
They are to the northwest, across the river. Go see what they want. I don't like it. Okay. Unexpected visitors northwest of the White Mare across the river. All right. I'm surprised you're not sending me out for bloody vengeance against the orc archers who shot down the birds, but... All right. I suppose I can just swim across this gently bubbling stream. That looks likely to go well. That went surprisingly well. Oh, okay. Runerick Knotbeard followed you to the White Mare with some of his people, looking friendly and receptive.
Your ravens. Do they still live?
Runerick gently takes the birds from you and sniffs their wounds.
They are grievously wounded, and they will die if they are not treated. But I understand one of the ravens escaped the arrows of the orcs and winged away with the message it bore. Does your interest in these poor creatures then end? They are of no more use to you. Do you discard them?
You make clear that you want to heal Hyala and Vaca of their hurts if you can.
If this is true, you will collect some of the herb we call flood broom. It grows beside rivers and streams in the flood fells and possesses healing properties that may help. Collect, too, some unspent arrows from the orcs. My wife will inspect them back in Limlock, and she may learn from them something of which I can make use when healing these ravens.
All right, I assume back at the White Mare, yeah? No, anywhere. Indeed, everywhere. Okay. Perfectly fine. While I am doing this, there we go. I love how I'm just going to swim underwater across the raging river. Okay. That's remarkable. Oh, behave yourself, Badgerbrook. Alright, so I guess I should just be looking along the river. Let me go up a ways. No, I want to go back to the other side, I think. Okay, so what do I have? I've got 3 flood broom and 1 unspent arrow. Fine. And I'm looking for unspent arrows from orcs. Was I stunned by the bat? Really? There's something delightfully appealing about being attacked by a bat on the wing and just taking it down with 2 ferocious overhand strikes of a 2-handed sword. That's exactly the weapon I would go for, you know, if I were being attacked by a bat. Okay, so I guess these goblin raiders will do. Will he fight me like a civilized person? Looks like it. Okay, I'm going to accept this just in case I get attacked by more of them. But I'm not gonna do much about it. He did have an unspent arrow, however. So that's handy. In high school, you saw a teacher swat a yellow jacket out of the air with a yardstick. It's pretty good. Good, good. Well, that quest is messing up my... Oh, this chap here probably has one. Excuse me, I can't really see you. Okay. All right. Now I just have to get the flood broom. And as I was guessing, if we go back down this way. Okay. Let's do another giveaway. Did I say that we're going to do another giveaway? Let's do another giveaway. Let's do another giveaway. Let's give away, Druid's Fire, let's give away some LOTRO points. We're going to give away a code for 100 free LOTRO points. And we'll begin that. So just do, like make LOTRO the keyword, I guess. That would be simple enough. There we go. All right, I should get more of those flowers down here by the river. And again, if you are watching on YouTube or on X or Facebook or something, go to twitch.tv/SignumU to our Twitch channel. That's where I'm running the giveaways, because it's much easier to do that on Twitch. But everyone is welcome. And I am absolutely mythrocoining from here. That's what mythrocoins were invented for. Ursa's spearwife is tall. She's taller than Wiggin with his helmet on.
You brought me some arrows from the orcs? Let me see them.
Ursa inspects the arrows, sniffing the arrowhead and grimacing. Yes, these are coated with a thin poison. It is not enough for such foes to injure or maim. They seek to attack their enemies from the inside as well. My husband instructed you to gather floodbroom? That tells me he suspected poison, for that herb has effectively treated such vile substances for us before. But it is good to know for certain. He has brought your birds inside the lodge. Find him there and tell him the arrows used by the orcs in this area are poisoned as he believed. Okay, back up to the lodge. Yeehaw! No? Oh, inside the lodge. So you're standing outside the lodge, but you're only going to talk to me inside, huh? All right. I love it. I'm glad they each have a separate bed. Because, you know, like, you wouldn't want the ravens to be, you know, feeling cramped or anything. But, like, it's good that he's given them beds and they each have their own separate bed. I don't know why I find that so funny, but it's kind of funny. Like, that's kind of funny.
Poison? Yes, I thought so.
I have set some water boiling by the fire in the north room. Add the flood broom to it and let it steep for a little while. You did gather the flood broom, did you not?
Of course. What do I look like? What do you take me for? Well, you take me for somebody who is going to go into this back room here. Oh, the Forge Master is on his smoking break, apparently. Look at that precious little teapot that they have with the little heart. Oh, man. That is like... Seriously, that teapot is like something my mom would like. Who knew that the Bjornings... that the Bjornings were into such precious little decorations? You can get one as a cosmetic item? That's fun. Okay. Okay, I gotta wait. It's gotta steep for 15 seconds. Hang on. Okay, here we go. My mom would love that teapot. Oh, oops. It shrank. The teapot's got to come with a warning. Might shrink when used. Okay. Gotta bring the flood broom tea. Here you go.
I will feed this tea to the ravens. And with luck, it may halt the poison.
I've done what else I could for them, and with the rest it is to be hoped they will recover. I am pleased you did not abandon these creatures when they were of no more use to you. I admit I expected worse of you, and of your dwarf allies.
No way, man. Do you know how many miles Glowin carried them in his sweaty pocket? He's not just going to abandon them now. Sorry, I'm just like... Okay, what is this one? Yeah, I like the heavy vitality ones myself. Runaric's chest plate, that's the one I want.
Are you surprised to learn I possess such skills? You should not be.
Were you to exercise your powers of observation, you should be able to discern such skills in others. Indeed, I believe it is a latent ability you already possess. You might believe wrong about that. Ursa can tell you more. Consider such training as she can provide a repayment for aiding my son Vidar with his chores. He told me you were an able fighter and was pleased to have the company. My wife came inside to inquire about the ravens. Find her in the other room and see what she can teach you.
Okay.
Can actually teach me a skill? That'd be awesome.
You wish to learn the art of appraisal?
Oh. No. But sure. I mean, yes, absolutely. By which you may determine the skills and abilities of the people you meet. It is not difficult to learn. I thought it was about healing. No? Okay. Okay. It does take some practice if you are to become a master of observation. The trick is to relax your eye and consider every aspect of your subject as a unified whole. Every detail is in some way related to the larger sum that is your subject. Try it on me. Look at me and appraise my skills, and I will tell you if you succeed to my satisfaction. Okay. All right, I'm going to appraise you. Tall. A little bit scary.
Try once more, and perhaps you will notice details you missed before.
Ursa waits for your assessment of her skills and abilities. You consider what you've learned. 95. Out of what? I wonder. She sighs as you provide your account, but there is humor in it. You say I have great skill at skin changing. Whatever gave you that idea? It's only a jest. Try it once again. And perhaps you can notice details you missed before. Okay. I'm kind of confused about this, but okay. Hardiness and resolve. Okay. Ursa waits patiently for your second assessment. This is weird. Okay. Right. So, like, okay. No, it's good. It's fine. I'm assessing and I'm getting numbers. Which are meaningless to me. But that's okay. I'm good. You have done well, Wiggin, and I will improve with time and practice. Why not try this on your dwarf friends next? If they are like others I have known, they will be interested in your appraisal of their talents. You may find it useful to learn of their strengths and weaknesses as well, for there is little doubt that danger still lies ahead of you all. After you have done that, perhaps you can impress my husband with your newfound talent. Okay. This is going to go well. Who doesn't love being appraised? Yep. Subject your friends to a good appraisal.
Yes, to what do I owe such scrutiny?
I can tell you have a 95 out of something or other in fire making. It's written all over you, man. It really is. Aha! You are practicing the art of appraisal. My cousin Balin was quite skilled at that. Of course he was. And Thorin relied on both his observant eye and his wisdom. It is a pity what happened to him in the end. You should appraise the other members of our traveling party. Begin with Imok, for I think he will be the most difficult to read. Okay. Let's see. Where is he? He's over in that crowd. Is he around the corner? There he is. Yeah. Okay.
What are you doing? You got something in your eye?
Perception, smell, trap construction, hardiness, and resolve. Okay. I trust you are suitably impressed by what you have seen. Life in the pits of Mordor was hard, and not every stout axe had the fortune to escape the chains of Sauron. But those that did were made strong, toughened by the experience. So it was with me. Those who did not suffer in Mordor were not tempered as I was. Appraise Vinco and see if I am wrong. It is no competition, of course. I am merely curious. Yeah. Okay.
So, I have so many questions. My first question is, where's Vengo? They're always right behind me when I search. He's... Oh, over here. Okay.
Well, what is it? What can you tell of me?
I can tell that you suck at axe wielding compared to Glowin.
Yes, you seem to be developing an eye for skill. It is true I have not accomplished with axes. As accomplished with axes as I am with swords. The sword is a Jalrugo weapon. We will swing axes if that is what we have at hand, but we do not prefer them. Let the Longbeards prize their axes. We will use whatever is necessary to achieve victory, whether that be sword, axe, or knife.
Okay, let's go appraise Runerick Notbeard. Again, I'm sure he will appreciate it. Well, since he told me to go learn this, he better not be offended.
Well, let us see if Irsa has trained you well in the art of appraisal.
Skin changing, herbalism, hardiness, and resolve. Okay. Oh, your wife has like so much more resolve than you do. That hardly makes Runerick unique, however.
You have made good progress, Wigand. So too have the injured ravens. I am pleased to tell you that with time enough to rest, they should fully recover from their wounds. They were fortunate for my knowledge of herbs and for your quick action. The Floodbroom tea has already counteracted the poison. Your agreement to care for these ravens had another effect. It caused me to change my own appraisal of you. You are welcome to remain in Limlock if you wish, and so too can these dwarves. But I hold firm to one thing. I refuse to host an entire company of dwarves in my village. You need no special skill at appraisal to know I mean it.
Your friend Gloin told me one of his ravens escaped the arrows of the orcs.
And bore away his message. If that is true, your dwarves will soon march upon the very gates of Gundabad, there to face Gorgard the Ruthless. I wish you good fortune. You have proven to possess a more caring heart than I expected, and I do not wish for you to needlessly throw your life away on a doomed errand. And yet, I too have some training in appraisal. Your own hardiness and resolve are not to be underestimated. Perhaps you will yet see victory at Gundabad, Wigand.
Perhaps. Okay, Glowin, what do you think? Maybe it's just me, but it feels like as the game has developed over the years, the epic quest line has gotten a little bit more narrative, less combat focused, which I like. I seem to remember more like go fight this and then go fight that. I mean, there were always storylines, obviously. I'm not saying it was all like story free or trivial in the old days, but it's just like this whole like, you know, Raven quest line and stuff. It feels very different to me than it used to, but maybe I'm just, you know, maybe I'm misremembering, but all right.
Even now, Telgear is winging to Scarhold to warn Durin about the new Lord of Gundabad.
I do not think it will dissuade him. You heard the fire in his voice when he spoke before the anvil of Winterstith? I do vaguely remember that. No orc chieftain, not even the brother of Mazog, will keep Durin from seeking to reclaim Gundabad, but our message will still serve an important purpose, for he will not march blindly beneath the Three Peaks. There is something else about which we should speak, Wigand. I was talking to Imak and Venko, and they are not yet ready to go their separate ways. They have decided to see what waits in Gundabad, and because of that, they want to hone their skills. It seems your appraisals of them were not quite to their liking, and now they desire further training. To speak honestly, I too could use a bit of exercise. Our companions counseled we travel to the gorge of Sundergrot to hone our skills. Will you join us? The assault on Gundabad will sorely test us, and each of us had best be prepared for the trials ahead.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to the Gorge of Sundergrot. I'm defeating goblins there. I'm collecting discarded weapons. I'm talking to Venko on the grassy slope. And I'm talking to Emak beyond the bridge of Skarabrug. Okay. Ah, right. Sundergrot. Oh, I remember Sundergrot. Again, I've been around the landscape, but whenever I am exploring the landscape. So that's the, I talked at the beginning about two of the things, two of the streams that I do. My annual marathon where I run the epic line like this with Wigand, my weekly stream with Grifflet, my burglar, where I'm doing my completionist quest line, discussing the whole story of LOTRO and thinking about their adaptation of Tolkien. And but I also, on Tuesday evenings, after exploring the Lord of the Rings, wherein we're discussing our way through the Lord of the Rings, sentence by sentence, in which, by the way, we're now 6 weeks away from Gandalf's speech on the Bridge of Khazad-dûm. But anyway, after that, on Tuesday nights, after we have our text discussion, we do a LOTRO field trip. And there, I don't, whereas I'm all about the quests and the stories in my other two streams, in my field trip stream, we're just doing, we're just looking at the landscape. And we're kind of doing some little gaming archaeology. And it's basically, it's another angle of thinking about the adaptation of LOTRO, looking at their world building adaptation, what they work into the visual design of the game and how it relates to Tolkien stories. So we go about so I've been, as I say, I've been all around this region before. Not because I've done any of the stories or knew anything about it, but just so that I could see the landscape and see what kinds of things they set up and stories they embed, and how it relates not just to the narrative of the books. Hang on, I'm missing the bridge, apparently. I thought there was like a road down, but I think there's not a road down. Or maybe I missed the road down. No. No, it's not me. There wasn't a road down. I missed the not road. Anyway, let's get my head out of the grass. Anyway, so yeah, I remember exploring around here, looking at these, and we made it across. Here's the Skarabrug. Now, who was I meeting on the... Here, wait a second. Talk to Emak beyond the bridge. Okay. All right, fine. Okay. Yes. Sorry, it's just our exploration of this landscape and our analysis of this bridge is coming back to me. Okay, so he's over here somewhere. It doesn't say right on the other side of the bridge, so. All right. While I come up towards Sundergrot, why don't we close the giveaway and do our first LOTRO points giveaway.
Hey, Sean, congratulations. Okay. Yeah, they've got that little portico overlook there down over the valley. Yeah, congratulations. So, Druid's Fire is going to whisper to you the code, the redemption code for the LOTRO points. All right. Okay, and I've still got 24 minutes on my XP boost. Look at that, I'm about 3/4 of the way to level 130. And I can put on all my new gear. Man, I remember, like, thinking I was never gonna... I remember seeing people who were level 130 and just being like, no way. It's funny to think that I have... Of course, Griffith would have been long past that if I hadn't frozen him several times. Okay. We're... All right, I'm just going to go for... I forgot that it's a big gorge up here, so I can't just cross the river. So I'm going to start with the ones who are on this bank. So remember geographically where we are. We are in the northern vales of Anduin, which means that these are the northern reaches of the Misty Mountains. So if we back up a little bit... We are up here. It's interesting that I don't appear on this map, but like there's no dot for me. But anyhow, we're up here, which means that this dwarf hold, it was probably connected. It's like a southern extension of Gundabad rather than a northern extension of Moria. The outposts of... Oh, it's always a bat. Why is it always the bats? The northern extensions of Moria are fairly extensive. I mean, we see the Casa Doom. You can see outposts, which I'm pretty sure are connected with Casa Doom. They extend quite a ways. But this is pretty far north, and it's much closer to Gundabad. So I would think that would be my guess as to what Sundergrot was. I am so looking forward to LOTRO's development of the history of Gundabad. The sound of goblin cries echoes among the crags near Sundergrot.
Do you smell that? Goblins.
He's up to 91 now. You do it. Just keep sniffing, Emak. Keep sniffing.
The goblins have attempted to reinforce the gorge since they were last opposed in this land, Wiggin. They cannot evade my nose, no matter how they try to cover their foul scent. I feel more accomplished already. This sojourn to Sundergrot has proven fruitful already. But isn't anyone going to tell me the story of Sundergrot? What's the point of coming here with dwarves if they're not going to tell you the story? Okay, so now we cross, yeah. Okay. Menelgolov, Master of the Book. Huh? That's a pretty good title. I like that title. Okay. Hi there. Well, you're way higher level, and you have corgis. That's cute. Okay. Oh, here are some of those weapons I'm supposed to pick up. Hey, Mr. Soldier. Yeah, come over here, would you? Do you mind? Oh, thanks. Thanks awfully. What does this one do? Relentless Fury, huh? You revel in the fury and the fray. Oh, it's like a boost, is it? I just defeated 3 things, but only 2 of them were goblins. Was one an orc? Don't tell the LOTRO people, but those are synonyms. They know. It's just hard. One of the things I... Oh, it's an invisible scout. I see, you were being stealthy. That was the problem. Oh, I didn't realize you were dead. Sorry. You died so fast. I forgot to notice. Okay. Yeah, it's a... This is a... I mean, it's a classic video game issue. And I totally understand why the LOTRO people have done that. Oh. Backed up there? Okay. Because, yeah, I mean, you know, they want diversity of mobs. And you don't get that much of it, right? It's like orcs and orcs and orcs. So the plan to... Here, come over here. Oh, this is a real party now. That guy's shooting me as well. Oh, I forgot I had a bow. Sorry, I'm used to playing my burglar with no missile weapon, functionally. Did I kill enough of them? Yeah, I did. Great. So now all I have to do is talk to Venko over here. Great. And I'm going to ditch that. Warg Riders. Quest. And this one. Okay. Oh, that's so much cleaner. Oh, Grifflet has his little knife that he throws now. I mean, they did have some mercy and give him a sort of weapon. But it's not a proper missile weapon.
Together, we will answer all our foes.
Let them fear my blade, and I will sharpen it on their hides. I'm sure that guy was carefully trying not to aggro, and you just do it right away. Okay. They're just going to keep coming. Echo shouts in triumph and goes in search of more goblins. Okay. I have to go back across the gorge? Okay. Which means I have to go back straight through the middle of that goblin camp? Okay. Is nobody going to tell me about this, like, gorgeous blue dwarf hold, however? Here, come on, everybody. I'm going across the bridge. Oh, yeah. Health. Must watch health when fighting like 6 yellow mobs at once. Well, no, it's not a spoiler to be told about. No, sorry. When I say what I'm sorry, I meant the characters in the game, not you guys. You guys can tell me I know. No. I'm rebuking the dwarves who are all focused on like honing their skills so they can have a 91 instead of a 90 out of I don't even know what in sniffing or whatever instead of telling me about what we're looking at. Come on, guys. Seriously. Thenko, throw me a bone here.
My sword arm has grown even stronger with the practice.
That's all you care about.
Very good, my friend, very good. If the goblins of Gundabad put up as little fight as those of Sundergrot, the Jelruka will have the home that was promised to them before the week is out, and my sword arm has grown even stronger with the practice. Gorgar the Ruthless is less than nothing to me, and soon he will be just a memory. If Prince Ingor commanded me to face him in a duel of swords, I would do so in gladly. I would do so even if it was but to be a contest of axes, should my prince command it.
Okay, Glowin, please.
Ah, it feels good to fight again.
I may be old, but I can still go axe to skull with a common
Axe to skull. Sure. Okay. So to go something to something suggests... Never mind. It's fine. It's fine. Like go head to head, but like axe to skull. It's fine.
With the common goblin of the mountains and 3 of his friends.
Glowin's brow furrows with thought.
Do goblins have friends? Better to say allies, perhaps, for I have seen little proof of friendship among Azog's kind or his descendants. Then again, my axe does the talking for me, and he is a sharp conversationalist, swift and pointed with every argument. Oh, that was a good one. I will have to remember that and tell Gimli when next I see him. But listen to me, Wigand.
What about your axe being a sharp argument? Yeah, he will like that joke, I promise you. I guess it's like a multi-generational dwarf dad joke, right? Which is great.
I think there is something we should do while we are here at Sundergrot. Like, tell me about Sundergrot.
For instance.
High above Sundergrot is a place of great interest for the Longbeards, and I would like to see it.
You're skipping something. High above Sundergrot is a place of interest. So Sundergrot itself is not a place of interest. You're not even going to... Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I'd like to see it too.
Long ago, during the First Age, the Grey Mole Rebellion came to an end among the rocky cliffs of High Sundergrot.
Okay. The what? Grey Mole Rebellion? Do I know about this? Have I learned about the Grey Mole Rebellion before? Or is this new? Okay.
Just a moment, my friend. The climb to this high place has quite exhausted me, and we are not yet at the top. I must rest for a moment.
Oh, your climbing is It's not going to increase a point. Continue climbing northward among the crags of High Sundergrot. But I don't want to leave him behind because I want him to tell me more. I am eager for narrative.
I will keep the old Longbeard company while he rests.
Wigan will go on ahead. Okay. Maybe Glowin will throw his voice and I'll get like voiceover text while I explore. The forlorn wind whistles among the crags, but nothing else moves, and no further narrative is forthcoming. See, the architecture here looks very Longbeard, but why is it not blue? A glint of metal has caught my eye in this drift of fallen snow. I think I'm going to examine it. The drift covers an ancient helmet of dwarf make, shattered long ago.
A broken helmet. That find is common enough. Ah, but not from here, Emac.
Okay.
It was here that Motsog the traitor claimed leadership of the dwarves.
Excellent.
It was here that he built his city during the first age of this world. Great. Love it. The dwarves fought dwarves in this place, spilling kindred blood. And someone comes. But who else would think to climb this high?
Well, that was quick work.
My prince.
Oh, it's Durin.
Glowin, Wigan, I see your purpose mirrors my own. What purpose is that, my prince? To visit High Sundergrot before the great campaign begins, of course.
Sorry, I almost forgot that Prince Durin speaks like a Western prospector. So, yeah. I have to be consistent. It's just I just decided that it's a long story.
You and your traveling companions have done well, Wigan. I received Glowin's message at Scarhall not long after it was sent, for his messenger ravens are renowned for their speed, and the bird he selected was no exception. His tidings of a new lord of Gundabad fill me not with fear but with anticipation, for no orc will stand between me and my chosen path, no matter his lineage. I had the message copied and sent to the Lonely Mountain, the Iron Hills, and other dwarf holdings in lands both near and far. My armies gather to march on Gundabad, and all will be forewarned with the tidings uncovered in your scouting expedition. I am eager to turn my gaze upon the mountain home, and sought no delay, but I wanted to make first the journey here to Sundergrot. It was here that the very first Durin, to bear that name, put an end to the usurper Motsog, solidifying his power and his claim to lead the dwarves with that victory. By making this journey, I hope to become closer to my ancient forebear, that I may draw strength for the battles to come from the memory of those whose name I bear. I confess I did not expect so much climbing.
All right, there we go. Dodger Artfell says Yosemite Sam did also have a long beard, so it's very true. Okay, so Motsog rebelled against Durin the First, and he said that Durin the First built this place, which is why the architecture looks Longbeardish. Did he make the blue part down below too? I need more story told from the beginning.
It seems the path continues to the northeast. I ask you to keep climbing upward, Wigan, and to clear the way for us.
No, okay. At least it's not babysitting again. Okay. Climb the fallen pillar over the stairs to reach the upper level of the ruins. Okay. Fallen pillar. Nobody told me there would be platforming. Yep, that didn't work. Is this the fallen pillar in question? Hello? Okay, hang on. Okay. What the heck? No one told me there would be platforming. I'm so bad at platforming. No, I can't seem to get up there. And I don't think it's me. I'm hitting a wall. Oh, there's a set of stairs right here. That must be not the fallen column I'm looking for. Okay. All right. There's another fallen column here. Come on now. Here we go. All right. And over we go. All right. We're climbing. Oh, good. Phew. Growling sounds and fluttering wings in the upper reaches of the ruins. Okay. Gotcha. All right. Clear beasts and bats from the ruins in the upper reaches. Great. Can do. Bunch of bats. And there's a Sundergrot lurker. Oh, it's a Yeti. Okay. Okay. Ooh. Look at that. So that's got to be during the first. Before he had his mithril axe. Okay, this is an instance, so I've just got to clear them all. And I'm thinking maybe I don't want to do a bunch of them at once. Okay. Still have several more of these chaps. Okay. We get more than one of them anyway. That's fine. Because I have healing skills, which, fortunately for me, I never really forget to use. It is extremely unlikely that that would happen.
Wow. Ah, broken blade of ancient make. This blade is of such ancient make that it must have been broken long ago. I was not sure I should come here. Why not? My thoughts said to me, go to Gundabad. Do not delay. But my heart said, there is a place you should see. Two voices there were in conflict, and they were in two voices there were, and in addition, they were in conflict. They are the voices of all Longbeards, my prince. They have driven every Durin before you, and now they speak to you in concert. Really? Perhaps, Glowin. That may be. I am glad I came here to High Sundergrot after all. In this place I feel my kinship with Durin the First more keenly than ever. Imak, Benko, may I now speak privately with Wigand? It only counts as private if the two of them aren't listening. But everybody else can hear. Very well. I will be here if you need me. Wigan? Yes, sir. Just looking around. What was the point of this place? Sprawling, jumbled down. This looks like a... It's built out of children's blocks that somebody just came and kicked the table they were sitting on. This is a matter of some delicacy, my friend, and I urge you to exercise discretion. I will not belabor the point, for I trust you will use such prudence as this subject requires. I tasked you with finding and defeating the raiding party from Gundabad that endangered the folk living among the wells of Langflood, and from Glowin's message raven I know that you did so successfully. But there is one matter of concern that was not made clear to me in the message. I ask you this then, were Imak and Venko effective on this errand? So I have to tell you, Venko only has like a 60 in axe wielding, so, I mean, can you call that effective? Did you have any reason to question their loyalties? Did they strike you as good-hearted allies of the Longbeards, or did you detect veins of disloyalty or deception running beneath their surface appearances? I do not know if you are familiar with the Grey Maw Rebellion, but all my people know the lesson of High Sundergrot. Even our closest friends can be tempted into treachery, as was Motsog the traitor. He was once the dearest friend of Durin, father of the dwarves, and still he raised the Grey Maw army in rebellion, claiming a lordship that was not his. Durin the First repaid that treachery with death, though Motsog was once his closest friend. I would not say this Yelruka or this stout axe are as dear to us as that, Wigan. You assure Durin that you have few complaints about the trustworthiness or effectiveness of your companions. Really, it's a short list. Then I do not either. Still, I advise you to keep an eye on the Yelruka especially, for his people believe they have a claim upon Gundabad, and I do not want to win it back from the orcs only to lose it to these dwarves from the east. So I definitely remember something about Motsog and the Grey Maw Rebellion. This came up like somewhere in the Iron Hills of the Grey Mountains. I'm sure I remember hearing about that before. It's all coming back to me now. I'm ready. Like the dwarves who came before me, whose name I now bear, my heart is filled with noble purpose. I have commanded my armies to descend upon Elderslade, and all of them to stay at Limlock, because the Bjornings love us very much. They wait now for me. They wait now for us, if you will accompany me to war. I will. I have known my road leads to Gundabad for some time now. I will fight alongside you, Durin. You may have need of my nose. What? A question to be asked. Wiegand will tell you. I have a 91 in smelling now. Friends and allies, our road leads to the north, to Elderslade. Are you prepared? To Elderslade, then. May the journey be quick and the road uneventful. Victory lies at the end of it, at the very gates of Gundabad. I have missed the Gleowina Endurin voice. I haven't done that accent in a year. All right, where are we? Oh, right up at the border of the Elderslade, huh? Which I did the Elderslade too, but I didn't obviously go past the gates of Gundabad. I went up to, including the gates of Gundabad. So again, I explored the landscape around here. But no more than that. All right, so we're done with the Wells of Langflug.
It seems fortune is with us. The journey was uneventful.
And yet we cannot rest, for war and danger lies ahead of us. But do not worry, victory and triumph lies that way too.
I commanded the establishment of a war camp from which we will launch our assault.
I think what you mean was, I commanded the establishment of a war camp from which we will launch our assault upon Gundabad. Let us find it. I commanded it, but I have no idea where it is. Many old dwarf keeps dot the foothills of the Elderslade, and my warriors are certain to have chosen one of these. I do not know which one, but I do know the name it will be given. Adak Corfu, the camp of return. For this is not the first step in the return... For is this not the first step of the return of my people to the mountain home? The war camp is likely to be to the northwest of here, inside one of the old dwarf keeps. Okay, Durin. The war camp. All right, excellent. Okay, so Phil, yes, we are going to take a break here. We're going to take a little break here because I need to remember to do this throughout the day out of mercy to like our video editing people. Because when we it's better to not have like a 12-hour video on YouTube, for instance. The algorithm loves that. Anyway, so I'm going to take a quick break, get up and walk around and make sure I don't get, deep venous thrombosis or something like that during the course of the day. And so we'll take like a 10-minute break, and then we'll be back. We'll do another giveaway. I think I'm going to do another Signum giveaway when we get back, and then we will continue. This is a good stopping point as we proceed on up into the Elderslade and the dwarf encampment up there. Don't forget signumuniversity.org/donate to make a donation to the Signum University's annual fund, which we are collecting for today and for all of this month through the 22nd, is when our fall fundraiser. You can give afterwards too. That's also fine. But anyway, we'll be back with another giveaway, more fundraising, and more fun with Wiegand as we move forward. All right. Back very soon.